Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'da, habati fillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As'al Allah Kareem Rabbil Arshil Azim an yatawallana fi dunya wal akhirah. We ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us all, protects us all, preserves us all, and forgives us and guides us to that which is correct. And may Allah Azza wa Jal bless the fuqara and the musakeen from amongst our ummah and give them guidance and strength and wealth. And may Allah Azza wa Jal bless and provide for our brothers and sisters in Palestine and lift the rids of the Yahud off their backs and all the believers wherever they may be. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah with tawfiq to continue to lead the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam. Ahabati fillah, I just wanted to mention, as it came in a chapter entitled Fadl al-Nafaqa ala al-Ahl wa man ya'ul al-Walid wal-Khadim. So in a chapter that was mentioned called the superiority of spending upon one's family and those they are and their children, and from them is the child and their servants. قال إمام مسلم رحمة الله عليه رحمة واسعة قال حدثنا أبو بكر بن أبي شيبة وزهير بن حرب وأبو كريب واللفظ لأبي كريب قالوا حدثنا وكيع عن سفيان عن مزاحم ابن زفر عن مجاهد عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم دينار أنفقته في سبيل الله ودينار أنفقته في رقبة ودينار تصدقت به على مسكين ودينار أنفقته على أهلك أعظمها أجرا الذي أنفقته على أهلك. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith of Abi Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala, he said sallallahu alaihi wasallam, dinar anfaqtuhu fi sabilillah. The money, the quantity of money. So a dinar is used in contemporary times. Certain countries use dinars. I think in Kuwait and maybe some other Arab countries, they have dinars. But this was a type of currency during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a dinar, this currency which is spent fi sabilillah, in the cause of Allah, and the dinar which is that you spend in freeing a slave, and the dinar which you give in charity to the poor, and the dinar that you spend it upon your family. The greatest of them in reward is the one that is spent on your family. This hadith, ahabati fillah, it shows us how important it is to spend on one's family and to spend readily in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as some of our scholars have mentioned, that even this spending, because it's a type of ibadah, that when you pay the rent, when you buy the food and the coffee, and when you buy all the goods that are in the home, purify your intention and do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do it to please Allah Azza wa Jal. So that way you can assure yourself of the reward. And so that's a reminder to myself and my brothers and sisters, especially those who are responsible for others, to make sure that your intention is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even when you're spending and you're buying some new gloves and some new clothing for your children, or some food, or whatever it is that you're taking care of your household, purifying your intention for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gain the maximum reward and to assure yourself of reward. And this hadith, it shows us that out of all of that spending, that the greatest in ajr, in reward, even the Prophet ﷺ began the hadith by mentioning spending it in the cause fi sabilillah, meaning jihad fi sabilillah. That the greatest of reward is making sure you take care of the duties at home. So that is an excellent reminder and an excellent command from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that should help us to prioritize our lives to make sure we're doing the right thing with the right intention, that we're spending first on the family, then we can send money over here and over there and doing this, but make sure that those that you are in charge of or responsible for are taken care of and their needs are met. In another hadith, this is a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, and it is a hadith of Abi Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala an. So he said, عن أبي مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا أنفق الرجل على أهله يحتسبها فهو له صدقة. That the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, if a man spends upon his family, expecting reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this is counted as sadaqah. This is counted as charity. So that means a lot of times we think of charity as spending it outside and spending, I've got to send some to Philistine, I need to send some to Somalia, I need to spend it to Malawi, I need to send it to Pakistan or Afghanistan or on the streets of Seattle or in the hood in Philly. Yes, all of that you'll be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. But beginning in the home, making sure you're taking care of your home. So that shows us the importance of having that intention and spending in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of our duties and our responsibilities. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, to grant us good and forgive us of our many sins, rectify our condition and affairs. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.